by devotional service, one should not expect my miserable material condition may be improved, or uh, I may be liberated from this material um, entanglement. So that is also a kind of sense gratification. If I want that let me be free from this entanglement, just like the yogis and the jnanis, they try to be free from this material entanglement. But in the devotional service, there is no such desire. Oh. In the devotion, because it is pure love, there is no expectation that I shall be profited in this way. No. It is not a profitable commercial business that unless I get in return something, I shall not practice this devotional service in Krishna consciousness. There is no question of profit. Lord Chaitanya prays to the Lord like this. न धनंग न जनंग न सुंदरिंग कवितांग व जगदीश कामये ममो जन्मनि जन्मनि ईश्वरे भवताद भक्ति रहितु की त्वयि. He said, my dear Lord, Jagadisha. Jagadisha means the Supreme Lord, Krishna. Jagat means this world, material world or spiritual world, all worlds, Jagat. Jagat, gacchati iti Jagat, which is progressing, that is called Jagat. The Jagad Isha, the supreme master of this Jagat, going concern, Jagadisha, oh, the supreme master of this Jagat, I pray unto you that I do not want na dhanam, I do not want any wealth, na janam, I do not want any number of followers, na dhanam, na dhanam, na kavitang majagadisha kama. Kavitang means very nice wife, poetical. I do not want. Then, what do you want? Mama janmani janmani share. Janmani janmani means birth after birth. So, he does not want liberation also. Because when you speak of liberation, there is no birth. Madhyamagatya punarjanmana vidyate. One who reaches the kingdom of God, he hasn't got to come back again to take birth here. So here Lord Chaitanya says, Mama janmani janmani, birth after birth. That means I do not want liberation also. Mama janmani janmani. Then what do you want? The Ishare bhavatad bhakti rahitati. My dear Lord, I may be put in any condition of my life, but please bestow this benediction that I may not forget. That's it. I may not forget, because due to my forgetfulness, I am suffering so much. So if I can remember you, I don't mind in whatever condition I am. Yes, it is the factual fact. Jang labdha chaparang lavang in the Bhagavad Gita, in the 6th chapter we find, in the yoga system. Jang labdha chaparang lavang mannate nadhikang tataha. When one achieves that perfection of yoga, jang labdha, by gaining that perfection, jang labdha na chaparang lavang, then he has no other desire to achieve. Just like we achieve something in this material world, but that does not stop our desire to achieve something more. I may achieve millions of dollars, but that does not make me satisfied. I want further 10 millions of dollars. And when I get further 10 millions of dollars, then I desire for further 100 millions of dollars. So there is no cessation. So Here is a thing, Krishna consciousness, one who is perfect in that system, Bhakti Yoga system. The Bhagavad Gita says, Jang labdha chaparang labhang na mannate adhikam. Adhikam means greater than this. We desire something which is greater than what I possess now. Therefore I desire. I have got $100 million and I want millions of dollars because that amount is greater than what I possess now. But one who possesses this devotional service, he does not think anything there is in the world which is more valuable. So why should he inquire? Why should he desire? He has got the sublime thing. Jang labdhya chaparang lavang. Lavang means gain. Mannate na. He does not think. No. What is that? Adhikam. Adhikam means greater. If I have got $2 possession, and if you offer me $10, I think, oh, it is greater. So he possesses such a thing that nothing is greater than. Because he possesses devotional service. Krishna consciousness is not different from Krishna. So therefore he possesses Krishna, and what thing can be greater than Krishna? Therefore he is fully satisfied. Jang labdhya chaparang labhang mannati nadikang adata jasmin sthite gurunapi dukkhena na vichallate. And one who is situated in that condition, then gurunapi dukkhena, the severest type of miseries offered to him, he is not shaken, he is steady. Steady, just like a 5-year-old boy, Prahlad Maharaj, and his father atheist. Oh, you rascal boy, you are chanting God's name. Who is God? I am God. Why don't you chant my name? If you don't do that, then I shall throw you in the fire. Oh, he is steady. He said, Father, I cannot do that. This little boy. You nonsense, you cannot do that. How do you dare to speak before me like this? Even the demigods, they are afraid of me. Oh, yes, Father. By the mercy of whom you are speaking so nicely, so by the mercy of him I am speaking also like that. I don't care for anyone's mercy. So this is so much wrath of a severe father. Oh, he is not steady. Steady. So that is the characteristic of a pure devotee. Even in the greatest difficulty, even in the greatest danger, he is not shaken. He is steady. Jangalamdha. This is the perfection of yoga. When one is steady in every circumstance, that is the perfection of yoga. That can be achieved easily by this Krishna consciousness. Janglabdha, chaparang labham mannate na jasmin sthite guru napi dukkhena na vicharlate. So here also, we should not be aspiring after improving our material condition or liberation or anything. These are all desires. Desire. They say that we desire less, but desire cannot be completely absent because I am living entity. So my desire should be not to forget Krishna, that's all. That what desire? That is real desire. And all other desires, they are foolish. So we cannot be desireless, but we should desire only bona fide. Just like I am part and parcel of the Supreme. So if I desire to work in cooperation with the Supreme, that is my natural position. That is desireless. If you, suppose in this material condition, if you desire to eat, oh, that is natural. So long you have got this body, you have to eat. Uh, if somebody says, oh, you are desiring eating, nobody says like that. Similarly, what is natural desire, that is permitted. And what is not natural, that is called become desireless. Don't desire like this, unnatural. So desirelessness means not to desire unnatural things, but to desire Krishna's remembrance. That is natural. Because I am part and parcel, how can I forget? This forgetfulness is the cause of my so many desires. And as soon as I desire Krishna, then there is no other desire. That is desirelessness. So, prem sukh bhog mukha prayojan, or prem sukh, the happiness in the matter